Good afternoon, everybody. It is Anita for another session of Tuesdays at 2, and I hope that you're doing well. I'm doing okay. A little under the weather today. I didn't sleep well last night, but I'll make up for that in a little bit. So I have a little exciting stuff. I got an order this week and ordered some cardstock in colors that I have not had before. So this one is so pretty. It's Blackberry Bliss, and it is really such a pretty color, kind of like the color of ripe raspberries, which is really awesome. And then the other color I ordered that I've had the ink pad forever, but I have not ever had the cardstock, is So Saffron. So today's project, I thought we would combine the two because I think that they make a really pretty card. And today, if you caught my early preview, we're going to do some embossing and die cutting to make a really simple, quick card. And so I also got the brand, well, it's new to me. It's the Argyle embossing folder. And the name of that is not Argyle, it's something similar, but let me look that up for you. I've kind of not felt that well today, so I'm a little not so organized. Absolutely Argyle. See, I was going to call it Awesomely Argyle because awesome is one of my words. Absolutely Argyle. So can you see how beautiful that is? So you're going to see how nice it is when we emboss it. But let's first, because I've got my magnetic platform already on the Big Shot, we're going to use the Tasteful labels, 2 of the Tasteful label dies, and cut out a piece on the Blackberry Bliss and then another on, let's get you down where you can see what I'm doing. That might be helpful. Another piece on Whisper White. So these are the 2 that I chose. So the Whisper White, we're going to put this littler one on, and then the other one I'm going to cut out of Blackberry Bliss. So I've got the magnetic platform, I've got my old sheets, and let's just get it through, and then we'll set those aside for later. Okay, see how easy that is? And both of these have a really nice, like, trim edge. They're not just straight cut, so I don't know if you can see that on, well, maybe slightly you can see there's a little bit of sort of a stitched edge on this one. And this one has a little bit of a border. I don't know if you can see that very well on the video, though. All right, so I'm going to just put those back there, and we're going to put this away. And now I've got my regular platform along with this blue magnetic sheet, and this is, you know, a lot of what we're doing today as far as the platforms go, that will change with the new machine. But I don't have the new machine yet, and it's not going to be available till September for customers. So we'll make do with what we've got. All right, now we've got the piece of So Saffron. And on these embossing folders, you'll notice there's a line across here. I always try to line out my cardstock to that line. And that way you're going to be sure that you're going to get a straight. I gotta put it down. Okay. So I put the cardstock in there. That's the So Saffron, and now I'm going to use this. And the reason that there's this blue plate is that these folders are the 3D ones, I believe they're called, and so they are a little bit thicker than the other embossing folders that we used to have. And so because of that, it won't let you use the 2 normal sheets to emboss with. All right, so we're all done with this. Let me put it out of the way, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, take a look at this. Is that like gorgeous or what? I love it. If you hear beeping, that's my husband. He's downstairs cooking macaroni for macaroni salad. He's a good man. Okay, is this my piece of cardstock that I wanted? Yeah, I think it is. I'm just going to double check it because I think I put it away by mistake. Let me get my little, this is also the old Stampin' Trimmer. All right, so we got 5.5. And let me just see if the 4 1/4 is going to cut that. And yeah, so one of you just ordered the new Stampin' Trimmer and you were excited because it could score. So as you see, on the new one, it'll be this similar to this, right? So this is the cutter and the lighter colored one is the scorer. I use it all the time to just score my card. So you're going to score it at 4 1/4. Make sure you're not cutting it. And just wing it across and you may, yeah, I guess you can see that little crease. All right, so let's put this away. I always have to clean stuff up after. And so when you're scoring and then folding, you're going to put the groove, the inner groove, it's going to be the outside of the card. So I'm just going to fold that in half and use my bone folder to make a nice crease. And then we're going to attach this embossed piece of Saffron. Don't forget, bonus days are still going on until August 3rd. So for every $50, you get a $5 coupon. Look at those two colors together. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love it. All right, so now we're just going to take our two pieces here. And I decided instead of using Tasteful Touches, I wanted to use Lovely You. And that's the nice thing. A lot of these things, even though they might be sold as a bundle, even though they might be, you know, you get the bundle pricing, or it says this coordinates with that. You can coordinate however you personally feel like. And so I mix and match all the time. And that's the nice thing about Stampin' Up! Is that you're not tied down to, all right, these things only work with this stamp set, or this stamp set only works with this die. No, you can do whatever you please. So I'm using Lovely You with the Tasteful Labels dies. I'm going to put you back down there. And I've got my little piece of Whisper White, and I'm trying to think what I did. Let me just take a peek. Oh yeah, that's good. I love this, You're My Person. So I think what I'm going to do is use that. I've got my little D block today and my brand new Blackberry Bliss stamp pad. I love a new stamp pad. And you want to, I see I already did too much here. You just want to tap lightly because the new stamp pads are super, super juicy. All right, and I'm going to not put this centered. I'm going to put it up toward the top more. Okay, and then here's the Saffron. Now this is an old stamp pad. You can maybe see the difference between the old and the new. So this one is not as juicy as the new ones. I've had it a while. But I really love the color, and I wish that I had thought to buy the cardstock sooner. Okay, and so here we've got an assortment of different flowers that I was thinking of using. No, I don't know. Well, I think I'll just use what I was going to use earlier, this cute little one. And I'm just going to put a few little flowers. And this one I think you do have to press down a little more because it's not as squishy. And I'm just going to sort of put 3 little flowers on there. Okay, so now we're done with that. Just going to use a little bit of snail. Still using up my snail. And I'm going to center it on here. Okay, and then all we're going to do is take some dimensionals, which I probably put away again, and just put a couple of dimensionals on the back. Peel the paper off, and I'm just going to center it on here. And that's it, today's simple card. But see how the embossing makes a big difference? If you were to do that without embossing, it still would be an absolutely nice simple card. But because of the embossing folder, it really gives it some more texture and it gives it a little more interest. So that's the video for today. Man, I think this is a record. We're done in about 15 minutes because I didn't talk so much, didn't really lose too many things, and I was trying to be prepared. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Don't forget the July host code, which is on this page down below. Just look for it. And if you have any questions, you're always free to message me or even just post under this video. I'm happy to help you out. Oh, we might not be done in 15 minutes because I have 2 more stamp sets that I'm going to sell. This one is called, it's in French, so it's called Provencal or Provençal. I'm not a French speaker. I took Spanish in school and I know German, but I do not know French. So this has some really cute, it's got a cute rooster, grapes, some sunflowers, and a nice castle. So this one's going to go for $8. And then this one is called Measure of a Life. Kind of similar, a little bit, not clear lines, but a little bit more shading in there. So this one is pretty too. It's going to go for $10. So if you're interested in either of these two, I will be taking pictures and putting them below. Let me know what you want and I will set it aside for you, and we can make arrangements. Okay, so that really is it for today. I hope you have a great afternoon and stay cool. Goodbye, everyone.